Hey YouTubers, this is Jacques from Jacques Photography, and my Fuji Xt2 broke, and I'm here to talk about it. Hey YouTubers, this is Jacques, and I just want to tell you that I have some good news and some bad news. I've decided to tell you the bad news first and then tell you the good news. I purchased a while back, I checked my receipt, it was July 5th that I bought the Fuji Xt2. If you check my channel and you check the playlist, which I will leave below, you will find out that I am highly impressed by the Fuji Xt2 camera. However, two things have come up and I have a broken camera, I really do. I recently made a video on flash misfires. You know that's a dust mark because I switch from one frame to the next and it doesn't follow the backdrop. It's not on the backdrop. It's actually a piece of dust. Well, here's the deal. I just found out. I finally took my camera in to get the sensor cleaned. And while the guy was cleaning it, he realized that there was dust behind the protector glass on the sensor. He told me that most likely this is actually a production fault. Something happened in production. Therefore, I have had to deal with the fact that I have a permanent piece of dust on my sensor. So that's the first thing that happened. So to me, that's a big thing. I bought a faulty camera. The sensor on that camera has a permanent speck. So where it is there's like, you have the sensor and I guess whatever they call those photoreceptors. And on top you have like a little layer of glass. And between the layer of glass and the actual sensor, there's some dust. Therefore, that's creating a non-cleanable speck of dust on my camera sensor. And I have no choice but to take it out in post, therefore. That was the first thing that happened. Now, the second thing that happened was I also made a video recently on 4 ways a Fuji Xt2 is not perfect. And in that, I mentioned that with the 55 to 200 lens, you get what's called lens creep. When you're using the camera, it actually flops out. Physically, your lens falls out of its actual barrel. And because of that, whatever zoom setting you get, you lose your zoom setting because the lens, as you bring it down, the barrel down, the actual zoom actually zooms in because the barrel comes out of the casing. I was faced with a whole barrage of people and comments, and all of them, almost 100% of the people, mentioned that their 55 to 200 lens did not creep and was tight. If not anything, it was a tight lens and it was really tightly stuck in there. For that reason, I said to myself, well, maybe I also have a faulty lens. So one, I got a sensor that's permanently has dust in it, inside of it, and 2, I have a 55 to 200 with lens creep and nobody else has that problem but me. So that's the bad news. Now there's a couple of things that might bother me here. First of all, it might be just a question of bad luck, but it also might be a question of growing pains for Fuji in the sense that maybe they're getting so many orders, they're starting to not check out the quality of their production. We'll see. I'm going to send it in. So the good news is this. When I called customer support, it went really, really quick. They phoned me back. They said, no problem, Jacques. Here, we're going to send you an email, and they're dealing with it right away. So I find that really, really cool, and I thought that was great on their part. You do, I think, get a 1-year warranty, or it might even be more. Please do not quote me on that. But that's all I wanted to say here. And I just wanted to know, maybe from you guys, have you had any problems with your Fuji camera? Have you had any problems with any other model of camera where you got this weird thing that happened? I consider myself pretty bad lucky. Bad lucky? That doesn't even exist. I consider myself to be someone who doesn't have a lot of luck because I do have a lens creeping lens and a sensor with permanent dust on it. It's pretty crazy. But anyways, be sure to follow, like, subscribe, and share. And don't forget, everybody, keep on making something from nothing.